Hi, welcome to Talking Text. Our passage is Isaiah chapter 12 from verse 1. You will say in that day, I will give thanks to you, O Lord. For though you were angry with me, your anger turned away, that you might comfort me. The prophet Isaiah here is looking forward, as the prophets often do, and what they're most looking forward to is the ministry and work of Jesus. Jeremiah says it like this in Jeremiah 31. He says, in those days or after those days, I will make a new covenant with you and I will put my law into your heart. It won't be external, it will be internal. Ezekiel 36, Ezekiel says it like this: I will cleanse you, I will sprinkle you and make you clean. I will take away your heart of stone and give you a new heart, a heart of flesh, and I will put my spirit in you. Joel in Joel chapter 2 says it like this. He says, it shall come to pass that I will pour out my spirit on all flesh. And so the prophets are looking forward to the work of Jesus, where we are given a new heart, where our old heart is taken away and God's law is put into us by the Spirit. God puts His Spirit within us and makes us new. We are born again. That is the miracle of salvation in the gospel, when we are born again because of the work of Jesus. And so Isaiah here is looking forward to that day. It says, you will say in that day, I will give thanks to you, O Lord. So much to give thanks to Jesus for the work and for all that He's done and the life that He's given us. And he describes this, Isaiah describes it as, for though you were angry with me, your anger turned away. God's anger has been turned away from us because of Jesus. Jesus bore the sins upon the cross, our sins upon the cross, and turned away the anger of God from us. And so this is what Isaiah is describing. God's anger has been turned away, and it says that you might comfort me. Not only is God's anger turned away, but God is our comfort. He has become our most precious comfort. I want to ask you, perhaps you've been comforted or find your comfort in other things. Maybe adventure or the pursuit of pleasure is where you find your comfort. Maybe you thought your family would be your comfort. Maybe you thought your work would be your security or your comfort. All these comforts are insufficient and actually ultimately leave us more broken and more still in need of a greater comfort, the truest comfort, which comes from God Himself. I want to ask you to make God your primary comfort. And so this is what Isaiah is praising God for and looking forward to. And we are now in that day. When the prophets say in that day, we have the privilege of living in that day, living in the ministry and the work of Jesus. You will say in that day, I give thanks to you, O Lord. For though you were angry with me, your anger was turned away, that you might comfort me. May God be your truest comfort. God bless.